Hey, tribe. Today we are talking about self-care. And before you go and try to click off, listen, we are not talking about the type of self-care where you just bathing in all the herbs and spices and stuff and you just putting on $100 face cream and stuff like that. I believe that self-care is more of a holistic approach where you're thinking about your physical health, your spiritual health, your mental health. It all plays a part in how you take care of yourself. And that is true self-care. So let's talk about it. Hey, tribe, and welcome back in. Today, this video is all about for the busy person. This is all about self-care and how do we practice self-care for the busy people? Because a lot of times we're like, I don't got time to be sitting in no bathtub for no hour long. I'm not going in there putting up candles and putting up cups and watching TV and stuff like that. I know I'm not. First of all, I don't like cold water. So I'm not going to be sitting in no tub that long, luxuriating and doing all that stuff. But self-care is more than that. I think a lot of times when we hear self-care because of TikTok and all these other different social medias, we think that self-care is only dealing with how we take care of our skin and how we take care of what's on the outside. When the truth is that it all begins on the inside. And that's why when we talk about it, we're talking about spiritual health, mental health, and physical health. But first, we always have to start with spiritual health. Now, I know that you like, but I'm busy and stuff like this. So the first thing that I want you to do is to grab a planner. Grab your planner and break it out and start marking off time for you, just for yourself. I don't care if it's 30 minutes a day, if it's 10 minutes a day, no matter what it is, go ahead and grab your planner so that you can make space for yourself. Because the truth is, for a person who's really busy, you have stuff scheduled, right? I'm pretty sure. And even if you don't, this is the perfect time to get on a schedule so that you make sure that all your needs are taken care of. So if you don't have a schedule yet, this is a perfect time to grab yourself a planner and then begin to go ahead and start writing you in first. We have to write in the most important things first. And without you, things are not going to get done. So you have to make sure that you're putting yourself first. So then we're going to first begin with our spiritual health. I'm going to tell you for real, if I don't start my day with my daily devotional, it's not going to be a good day. You have to start your day during your devotional time. And in my devotional time now, I do journaling, I do my prayer time and scripture reading. And I know you see some people and you see them doing scripture reading and they reading chapters and chapters of the Bible and stuff like that. And you may not have time for that. But the truth is that if you take one scripture and chew on it all day long, it could just be something short. It doesn't matter. The point is that you're taking it in, you're meditating on it and thinking about how you're going to apply it to your life. If you begin with 10 minutes a day, only 10 minutes, even though, of course, we want to make the goal to get to longer than that, to at least 30 minutes, I would say, because if you're going to journal, if you're also going to have a devotional and also do scripture reading and prayer, you're going to need about a good 30 minutes is a good time and a good way to get that done. So let's start off with just 10 minutes. And to help you to maximize that time, I just wanted to show you some of the tools that I use. Now, first of all, I use a daily devotional. So at least in the devotional, I have some scripture, I have something to focus on, to meditate on, and I may be able to journal. So you will get a couple of those in one. So two of the ones that I would recommend, the first one is 100 Days of Believing Bigger. I know you guys have seen this before by Marshawn Evans Daniels. This one is a great one. I really love this one. And in this one, she talks about a different subject each week. This one I just opened up to is belief and faith. And it is talking about enter the spectacular. And then there's a journal prompt there for you to journal and also a scripture to pray on. So I really love this one. So if you're looking for a devotional to help you get you started, this is a good one. The second one, same author, because I just love her stuff, is the one I'm working through now, which is called Daily Blessings. I believe I also showed this one before by Marshawn Evans Daniels. This is also a similar one, but this one helps you to be mindful about your time in the morning and in the evening. So you come back in the evening time, and there is some journal prompts in here as well, as some devotional material. So check this out if you want to get like a 3-in-1 or a 2-in-1 so that you make sure that you are taking care of your spiritual health, because your spiritual health is of the utmost importance. I know we all like to start from the outward in, but the truth is you need to start inward for it to reflect outward, because when you begin to treat yourself well in the very beginning, from your spirit man, when it comes to everything else, when you're thinking about your mental health, now you're more focused on it, because you're like, yeah, I do need to do better, because if my spirit is well, so is my physical man. So make sure that you're doing that first. Next is your mental health. When we're discussing mental health, this also includes journaling as well. So even though I talked about it as far as your spiritual health, I still believe that you should write out your feelings, write out what you're thinking, and write out how you're feeling. That is a spiritual and a mental practice. So grab yourself a journal, a pen that you love to write with, and this will be an easy activity. And what you really want to do is to write out whatever happened that day. How are you feeling? What is it that changed your life that day? Did you experience any miracles, any God winks, whatever? You want to be able to write those things down. So a couple of the journals that I have is I have this journal right here. This is one of my favorites because I love journals that have this type of binding. I forget what it's called, but there isn't a ring binding, but I really like this one, especially for like on the go. So if I have to go out of town or something like that, this can easily fit into a bag. If you're looking for this particular one or one similar to it, I'm gonna link this one down in the description box so that you can grab yours. But I love this one because let me open to a page that ain't written on, but I just love the spacing of these. So you can write and date these however you want to. And you can also use these as a notebook, but I prefer to use these as a journal because I love the size of these. But I'll link this one in the description box, as well as this one. I love the size of this one too. This is kind of one that stays at home because I love to journal. I have multiple journals. I have a prayer journal. I have just a thoughts journal. I keep journals for just about anything. So I love this one as well. This one is spiral bound. So if you like spiral bound, I'll also link this one and another one down in the description box. And you can get these from Where to Promise. You can use my link below, and don't forget to use code IMPACT for you to get 10% off. But you definitely want to focus on journaling because journaling is great for your mental health. And also for mental health, it is great for you to read books. Reading helps you to decompress, but you can also work on areas that you're trying to improve. I think that when you read, it helps you to internally take it in. You can highlight, you can come back to things. Audiobooks are good too, but that's for like if you're on the go. I feel like those are more for leisurely books. But when you're doing self-improvement or spiritual improvement or just improvement on your job, you want to make sure that you are using physical books because you can always come back to it. You can highlight and come back and write things in your own words. Whatever you need to do, you can do it through books. So I like to do both a personal development book, but also a professional development book. So the book that I'm reading this month is I Surrender All by Priscilla Shirer. I think I recommended this one before, but I recommend this book as well. She's a great author and she's just a great woman of God. I love her. So this is for spiritual health. And then for professional health, I'm actually rereading Emotional Intelligence 2.0. This is a great book. Also, if you are working in a job, whether you own your own business or not, this is a great book to help you interact with each other. Not just each other, but interact with clients and other coworkers and things like that. That's what this book is all about, is emotional intelligence. And we know that this is a time that emotional intelligence is all the rage right now, right? So this is a great book to start off. You can actually get both of these books on Amazon. If I find a link, I'll link them below, but these are both on Amazon as well. So reading is definitely fundamental. So make sure that for your mental health, you are not only reading, but you're also applying what you learn. It is important that you have implementation, because a lot of times we gain knowledge, but we fail to implement. And when we fail to implement, we fail to gain understanding, because we know that knowledge with implementation makes way for understanding. So if you want understanding and wisdom, you have to apply what you're reading, because how else will you know where to work anyway? Did you read it for nothing, or did you read it for something? You know what I mean? So make sure that you're doing that. Before we move on to the next point, I want to also reiterate that even with reading, this can only take, you could do 10 minutes a day, you can read 10 pages a day, or however you want to do. But even if you only do it a couple times a week, it is you that set the schedule. So you want to make time for these things so that you can be a better person for you. So with our spiritual health, that can take 10 minutes. You can do 10, 10, 10. That's 30 minutes a day that you're taking out for yourself. It is so important, because you can't help the needs of others. You can't give from an empty cup if you don't fill yourself up. And that's why it's so important that you do what you got to do for you. Because at the end of the day, it's about you, right? It's not just about you, but it's about how are you showing up for other people. You can show up as your best self when you put yourself first, so that you can pour into others what you already have within you. If you don't have anything, you're not going to give anything. If anything, it's going to be negative. You're going to be feeling some type of way, and you're going to be like, get out my face. You're not going to give off what it is that you want, because you haven't filled yourself up first. And it's not the job of other people to do it for you, but for you to do it for yourself. So I hope you understand that. So on to the next point. Lastly is physical self-care. With your physical self-care, this is more than just going to the gym. I want you to think a little bit outside of the box when it comes to physical self-care, because with this, yes, it has to do with making sure that you're well groomed, but this also has to do with sleep hygiene. How well are you sleeping? That is self-care, because there are some people out here with insomnia. They are not sleeping well, or they're only getting a couple hours of sleep, but you have to do the things that will help you to sleep better. So for me, I know that I can't have a TV or I'm about to say radio. Oh, I'm aging myself, but but not having distractions in the room, in my bedroom, is why I don't have a TV or anything like that in there, so that I can sleep better. And I sleep fairly well, but we also have to make sure that we're scheduling the time that we're going to bed, so that you're going to bed on time, and that you're not staying up until midnight knowing you got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, what sense do that make? And a lot of times, I'm going to call some of y'all out. Don't be mad. But a lot of times when you up that late, I could see if you're dealing with an infant or something like that. But a lot of times you up scrolling. I know you up on social media scrolling, and it's not good for your physical health, because you are taking away from sleep that you need. So make sure that you are prepping yourself in the evenings for great sleep hygiene. But this also looks like making sure that you're getting your water intake in, and also doing some type of physical activity every day. Now, if you check out the fall reset, I discussed about just going up and down your stairs, but I want to challenge you to even get outside. Now, I know it's the fall and it's starting to get a little cool. Actually, this is the time I don't really mind being outside. Now, when it gets too cold, I'm ready to be inside. But go outside. If you like to window shop, go window shopping, so that you can walk around, get some fresh air, meet some new people. Or if you like my introverts, you can walk around your neighborhood, or you could walk around the store. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I like to walk around Sam's Club because it's big and you're gonna get some good steps in there, and you gonna get to see some deals and stuff like that, because I am a shopper. I do enjoy shopping, but I don't like spending a whole lot of money. So I be looking around for waiting, finding out when the sales is coming and stuff like that. So but you want to do things like that. And also physically, you want to find a hobby that helps you to feel good about yourself, and also helps to improve you for work, for yourself, for your family. Do some activities that you enjoy. That has to do with your physical too. Now, for me, y'all probably see I my nails be different every week because I love to do my nails, and it actually didn't start until the pandemic when I had to do my nails myself, and it started from press on nails to gel nails to now dip powder nails, because I found that my skin is really sensitive to that UV light and it was breaking me out real bad. And so now I'm learning more about dip powder, but I enjoy picking up a new skill, but also while taking care of myself. When you look good, you feel good. And I'm sorry, but that's the truth. When my hair done, when my nails done, when I got some smell good on, well, that's just me. I'm just gonna talk about me right now. I love a good smell good. I love a good lotion, a good perfume, a really cute outfit. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money to do these things. And actually, in my next video, I'm gonna talk about self-care items for under $100, so that you can maybe find some things that you really enjoy that will make you happy, but also help you to really take care of yourself. So I hope that I stress that you can really do all of this in 30 minutes. Now, you ain't doing your nails in 30 minutes. I'm sorry, you just not. But my thing is I want you to see that even if you're busy, you can still make time for yourself. I want to encourage you though to don't start at just 10 minutes. I want you to try to start at 30 minutes, because this is a daily thing. You have to always take care of yourself. When the kids are grown and they out the house, when the job is over with and you retired and things like that, that is not the time to start these things. This is not only about your self care, but putting your foot down and telling yourself that you're worth it, that you are worth every moment spent taking care of yourself, be it in your devotional time. That's time that you can be getting clarity about whatever it is that you need to do. That comes from God. You have to spend time with Him in order to know the direction of your life anyway. You have to have good sleep hygiene. You have to improve your skills by reading and learning and keeping your mind fresh and updated and working through your physical health. I know that it can be hard sometimes, but the truth is that when you don't, you disrespect yourself. You're not treating yourself well. And how dare you treat somebody else better than you treat yourself? Now, I'm not saying that, we don't, marriage is servanthood. We want to serve our spouses and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure they don't want us looking and feeling raggedy. You can't serve people when you're like that. You should feel confident. You should feel good. It's so much easier to give when you feel good about yourself. And self-care is all about your whole wellness, holistic wellness, so that you're not only well for yourself, but you are well for others, so that you can give more in the way that you want to. So I hope that these tips were helpful for you. If they were, let me know which one was your favorite or one that you will do, because I want you to take at least one of these habits and start it today. Focus on it. Even if you just take one and focus on it for the next 2 weeks, for the next month, I would encourage at least 2 weeks before you start adding something else in. Start focusing on one of these so that you can do it for the betterment of not only you, but for those around you. So let me know which one you love the most, which one was helpful for you, and that you're thinking about working on for yourself. Okay. And then next week, we're going to talk about different self-care items that you can use for under $100. Okay. So I love you guys to life. I hope you have an awesome week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.